What is up, my friends? You are very welcome along to our match reaction here on Anfield Agenda after Liverpool have gone to the Vitality and defeated Bournemouth by 2-0. I'll never know how we kept a clean sheet in the game, but you know what? I'll take it. That was a victory that, for me, makes a statement this weekend. All the pressure is now on Arsenal's shoulders tomorrow as they take on Manchester City at the Emirates. We have done our part this weekend, and we're going to take you through our thoughts on the game. You guys will vote for your man of the match as well. That poll will be live in the chat in a second. And of course, don't forget, if you would like to submit your player ratings, you can do so with the link pinned to the top of the chat. And it being a match day, we are of course being brought to you with thanks to our incredible sponsors, Manscaped. A quick reminder that you can get yourself 20% off and free shipping store-wide at manscaped.com with a code Anfield20. Oh, yes, ladies and gentlemen, yes. It's fixed now. Someone said the player ratings didn't have Virgil in there. It's fixed now. Sorry, Connor was doing that. Connor has to do a lot of stuff very quickly at the end of the game. So it is fixed there now. So retry and it should be there. But thank you. Look, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to give you my thoughts on the game while we get everybody in. I think the first half, it was an incredibly close game of football. And we pinched that goal. And it was a penalty. I don't understand any of the people who feel maybe it wasn't. It was a nailed-on penalty. Mohamed Salah dispatched it so well, I would go as far as to say I think it could be the best penalty he's taken for the Reds. And then in the second half, I'm not going to lie, that was nervous going at times. Bournemouth came out in the second half and really put it up to us. And I don't know how they didn't score. Between the post being rattled again, Virgil van Dijk making blocks, Canade getting blocks in, Alisson making world-class saves, blocks. We rode our luck at times, but you know what? You're going to need to do that when you go away to difficult places and play informed teams like Bournemouth. Iriola and the Bournemouth fans can be incredibly proud of their boys, but I'm grateful for that win and the clean sheet. And it is hopefully a result that we can keep building upon here. Yeah, it doesn't always have to be pretty, but it does have to be effective. And today it was, and we got the win. Some of the underlying numbers from the game, ladies and gentlemen. Possession-wise, as you can see, it was so close, 51-49. Total shots in the game, 19 for Liverpool with 7 on target, 14 for Bournemouth with 3 on target. Dangerous tackles, or excuse me, attacks in the game, my apologies, 42 for Liverpool, but 50 from Bournemouth. Now that stat right there tells you how well Bournemouth played and how attacking they were. So for us to keep a clean sheet, that's one of the few games I remember this season where we've had less dangerous attacks than our opponent. They really turned it on in the second half. Corners, 3 apiece is how it ended up there. Total passes, Liverpool 420 with an 82% pass accuracy success rate. Bournemouth 402 with 79. Nick, thank you, mate. Said this is a massive result for Liverpool on many levels. Where other clubs have lost significantly to Bournemouth, we have tamed them and shown that we truly deserve the lead. If my memory's right, that's 5-0 on aggregate, right? And I'm delighted with it. You know, I told everybody last week it's going to be a tough game, but I didn't understand people being scared of coming to Bournemouth. We've had good results over the years against Bournemouth, and sometimes, you know, in boxing they say styles make fights. I think when we play Bournemouth, these are the type of games that bring the best out of us. And I'm so happy with that result. If anybody didn't get a chance to watch the game, I hope Match of the Day does it justice, or you get a chance to watch a replay of it earlier on. Because for me, that was such a good game of Premier League football. Played in the right way, with technical ability on show, pace and power on show. 2 good managers making tactical adjustments. I just think it was a great advertisement for the Premier League. And I'm very happy that we're on the right side of the result. So, the man of the match poll is up. Your options are Alisson Becker, Ryan Gravenberch, Mohamed Salah and Virgil van Dijk. Do vote away, and of course we'll let you know the winner at the end of the match reaction stream. Adrian, thank you, sir. Said, massive win. I'm beginning to believe. Good, my man. I like it. Look, if Arsenal drop points tomorrow, you see the real benefit of this result. But what we have done is put the pressure on them. And when you're in a title race and you've got a team chasing you, putting the points on the board early and putting the pressure back on their shoulders is huge. And over the last week or two, we've had the joy of playing before Arsenal on a few occasions. And now, as I said, tomorrow, we can sit back, feed up, our job's done. And they have a very difficult game. And And I think we're going to be keen observers of it. For me, a Manchester City win is the result I'm hoping for there. LLJ said, all I'm going to say is, Hughes, you were watching that game. Get that Salah contract done. He's the best player in the world. Sign him on a new deal. Come on, the Reds. Yes, give him his new deal. Pay him. I don't know what more he can do. What is it? 21 goals, 13 assists in the Premier League this season. Moved past Frank Lampard now on the Premier League all-time goal scoring charts. Closing in 5 or 6 or something away from Sergio Aguero. And he's a wide player, ladies and gentlemen. Come on now. Christian, how are you, sir? Oh, Christian, I don't think there's going to be some unhappy people when you say this, Christian. Christian said, Salah got his 2 goals, but Dominic was fantastic today. I agree. And I didn't understand some of the people in the chat on Szoboszlai's performance. I thought, for me, Gravenberch was the best player on the park. If I'm being honest, I thought he was incredible. But I tell you, Antoine Semenyo and Kirkes are real good players. Really, really good players. Yeah, impressive. And Semenyo, I can see it now. I can see he's got the pace in tight areas. He's got a rocket of a foot. He's got good footwork. Kirkes, his pressure defending, his stepping in and winning the ball ahead of his man. I can see why they're admirers, and I can see why they were brought into Bournemouth. And hopefully Richard Hughes can get some players in a Liverpool shirt next season that can push us on a bit further, and maybe it's one of those 2 gents. Any news on Trent? No, not that I've heard of yet. I thought Jones did well when he came on. Like, he made a mistake or 2, but I thought he injected the energy that we needed. And I thought it was the right choice as well for Arne Slot to take off Alexis McAllister with the booking situation, because you walk in a tightrope there, and in games like that you might need a technical foul or 2. So I thought it was the right idea to bring him on. I thought Endo did well when he came on as well, but Robbo, that's more like it. That's more like the Andy Robertson. Thoughts, by the way, on Conor Bradley's performance when he came on, because I thought he injected again a lot of energy attacking, but his battle up against Semenyo was an interesting one. Couple of wins for Bradley on it, couple of wins for Semenyo on it, but encouraging, because we're probably going to have to see Bradley play. Now, we assume Trent's going to be out for a little while anyway. If you go off like that, you know, it's usually a sign at the very least he felt something. So hopefully Bradley can come in if needs be, deputise and do equally as good a job. Right, the 3 p.m. kickoff results, by the way, in the Premier League. Bournemouth 0, Liverpool 2. Everton 4-0 winners over Leicester City. How long is Van Nistelrooy going to be in that job? Because they are awful. Ipswich Town 1, Southampton 2. Massive win that for Southampton. Newcastle 1, Fulham 2. Again, it's been a very up and down season there for Eddie Howe and Newcastle. Had their ass handed to them by Bournemouth, then came back with a good result, and now they've been beaten again. So, yeah, all good weekend for us so far. Please, can we buy some defenders? Well, yes, we will, I'm sure. I agree. We know we're going to look at the left-back situation in the summer. I'm concerned, obviously, that Trent's picked up that knock today. If we hear anything on it, of course, we'll let you know. For those wondering before the game, the reason Gomez wasn't in the team and the reason that Chiesa wasn't in the team was nothing to do with injuries or illnesses. It was just a numbers game. And if you look at the bench, you know, I can understand it, because we went through it. He had cover in every single area of the pitch out there, and unfortunately, it was just a numbers game for them. But it does show you when everybody's fit and available, this squad is healthy and there is options, but doesn't mean we can't improve it. Rockety said, why were Bournemouth fans booing Mo and Virgil? I don't know. Let them. They can boo all the way to picking up no points. But yeah, look, it was good to see Mo get a little breather at the end as well. I think it was sensible to get him off there. He'd already done the damage today to Bournemouth. The idea that Salah is on course to beat Suarez 2013-14 season at 32 is crazy. He signed that contract. Yes, I very much do hope that that contract gets sorted out soon. Same as everyone. You know, all of us Liverpool fans want the contract situation sorted. I don't know where it's all come from, but there's been a lot of, in my opinion, overly negative comments lately towards some of the players. Sometimes we see football differently, and today seems to be a day where I'm in the minority thinking Szoboszlai had a good game. Others seemingly feel they disagree. I respect that. But I don't think Trent was poor when he was on that pitch. I thought he was okay. It's going to be one of his toughest tests all season there, having Semenyo and Kirkes bombing down that wing. I thought Gravenberch did very well to drop in and cover on the right-hand side to help him out. But I thought our centre-backs as well, very good. Canady got a huge block in the second half when I thought the ball was going to be in there. I think it was Kluivert. But I can watch that Kluivert miss, by the way, 10 more times and I'll still think he's going to score it. You know the one I'm talking about, that they hit the post and it ricocheted back out and Kluivert was there and fully expecting the net to bulge. But thankfully, he skies it wide, looks down for a bobble, and we breathe a sigh of relief. Whale Gali said, Craig, football aside, how much money does Salah bring to FSG and how many fans has he added? I mean, I'm sure they do have those numbers. A lot. A lot is what I would say, my man. But most importantly about Salah, like whatever else we think about global reach, fan base, superstardom, he's delivering. And that... Look, I've said this so many times around the Virgil and Mo thing. I can understand how the club are weary, cautious about giving 2-3 year deals maybe to players 32, 33. I get that. I'm not a lunatic. But the players can't do any more than play well, win games, and in Mo's case, keep scoring and assisting. That's all they can do. And all the way through this season, all we've seen from Virgil and Mo are players that are still there, performing at the highest level, and delivering. Get them signed up. And then we'll do the bit of business we need to in the summer. And we attack this league next season to retain it. Because that's a huge challenge. And if we can do that, that is some marker and some dynasty laid down from Arne Slot. Win the league this year and defend it. Come on now. Over to you, Arsenal. Mind that gap, said Paul. Absolutely. Mind that gap. And hopefully we can make it a little bit bigger. Right, the man of the match poll. It's very one-sided, but there's still plenty of time to have your say if you'd like to vote. Your options: Alisson Becker, Ryan Gravenberch, Mohamed Salah, and Virgil van Dijk. Addy said Kirkes needs to be signed. Yeah, I thought the battle between him and Mo today was very interesting, and I thought that they both had some wins in it. But do you know what impressed me about Kirkes was him just nicking in. Costas does it occasionally as well. But just getting there ahead of Mo or getting there ahead of his opponent, always touch tight, always up in the face. Yeah, a very good, physical, energetic young player. Can we give Robbo a bit of love today, by the way? Because it's been an up and down season for Andy Robertson. But today, maybe the week rest is what he needs. Maybe you play Costas and then you play Robbo. And you keep rotating them, because I thought that was Andy Robertson, that we're used to. The Andy Robertson that we've loved over the years. I thought he was very good today. And Ali as well. Great to see the big man back making some big saves. The one from Ryan Gravenberch that was almost an own goal. I thought Ali did incredibly well to get down and scoop that up away from the goal. Yeah, just good. Good. Thoughts, by the way, on the other side of the pitch. So obviously we've spoken about Mohamed Salah on the right-hand side. But thoughts about Diaz and Cody Gakpo on the other side. And of course then about Darwin Núñez when he came on. My favourite moment of the game from Darwin was winning the ball back and getting us a throw in near our own corner flag. That was a moment that I loved from Darwin. Tracking all the way back and winning it by our corner flag. Winning us a throw in and then applauding the linesman. I thought that was the effort that you get from him. That's the work rate you get from him. Elmo Simo said Diaz was great. The Semenyo's a good one, said Sam Clark. He is, mate. He is. And that shot that Semenyo hit the post/crossbar with, I don't know how he even got the power from that. Arsenal fan saying it was a soft pen. I mean this sincerely. Fuck each and every last one of them. All of them. Every single one of the cry arses. Good. It was... I'm surprised Cody Gakpo was able to continue the game. It was like someone chopping down a 3, vicious attack on him. Arsenal fans should be, just happy that Gakpo's still out there, able to walk after such a vicious challenge. It was a stonewall penalty. I don't see what the argument's about. Not every penalty has to be a clothesline or a suplex or a drop kick to the head. He clipped his ankle. It's a foul. It's in the penalty area. Therefore, it's a penalty. I think Cucurella is phenomenal. Would love him, said Axel Fuzz. I kind of, I'm up and down on him, to be honest with you. Sometimes I watch Cucurella and I think brilliant. Sometimes I watch him and I think he looks a bit messy. But then again, I haven't, and I don't mean messy in the Leo sense. Not a pen, but we deserve to win. I honestly, I don't understand how it's not a pen. I don't get it. And also on the deserve to win part, I think the scoreline flattered us a little bit. Let's give Bournemouth the credit today. I thought that was a damn good game of football. And if that had to finish 1-1, I don't think I could have sat here and said they didn't deserve something from it. I thought Bournemouth were really, really good. And their fans should enjoy the football they're seeing at the Vitality from Iriola. And they've recruited well, and hopefully that's a good sign for us with regards to Richard Hughes when we do see some business done in the market. Look, it's we've got to give our opponents credit as well today. But as somebody rightly said to me, there are games in the past that maybe we do draw 1-1, and maybe it does give our season a bit of a wobble. But today, we didn't. We got the second goal that we needed. Somehow managed to keep that clean sheet, and we roll on. Now, ladies and gentlemen, if I can ask you a small favour, do hit that subscribe button if you haven't done so, but do get the likes up. Let's see if we can get 1,000 likes on the match reaction. Come on now. 1,000 likes for the Reds going, winning again, top of the league, and the pressure on Arsenal tomorrow. Do let me know your score prediction guesses as well for that game at the Emirates tomorrow. And also, don't forget, the penalty was looked at by VAR. So, it was given the look over by VAR as well. I thought, do you know what? I thought the ref did really well to spot it. Because I didn't see it in real time. I was thinking it's a corner. 2-2, said H for the game tomorrow. Possibly 2-1 City as well. Undreamt Mayhem's going 1-1. The result we hope for tomorrow is surely a City win though, right? Because right now, what are we now? 15 clear of Man City before they play tomorrow. Now, technically, we've played the same amount of games at the minute. So 15 points clear if my memory's right. Let's have a look at the league table when it pops up. I think it's 15. I want the City win tomorrow because they're not making up that points on us. And a loss for Arsenal, I think that gap just becomes unbreachable for them then. Do a whoop 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 whoop. 3-0 City. David saying couple of 1-1s in there. Elijah 1-1. Jed 1-1. Arsenal 2, City 2 tomorrow. Yeah, look, my prediction would be 2-1 Arsenal or 2-2 is what I'd guess tomorrow. But look, even if they win, it's another weekend gone by. It's another game gone by. Another game we're closer to the end of the season. Another 3 points tucked in Arna's back pocket. So even if they do their job this weekend, they won't have closed the gap at all. And we're all one game closer to the end of the season. But I tell you what, it's going to be nice sitting back and watching it tomorrow and knowing we've done our job this weekend. Philip Locke's going 2-1 City. Bruno Rodrigo 2-2. 2-2. Jermaine Clark's going 2-0 City. Christopher Brown thinks it's going to be Arsenal 1 Man City 2. If you haven't submitted your player ratings, folks, don't forget to do so with the link at the top of the chat. They will then be averaged out by Connor and we'll compare them to my player ratings in the player ratings video. There'll also be a news video coming up later on tonight, so keep an eye out for that one dropping. But right now, the Man of the Match poll is still live, so you still have your chance to get your votes in. How am I feeling? I'm good. I'm relieved, but I'm feeling very good after that win. It was a game that we were looking at all week, let's be honest. You'd one eye in it, you're watching the PSV game, but you're thinking, right, we've rested up all the players. You've left 12 of them at home. Darwin didn't play because he was ill. you wanted to see a freshness today. You wanted to see an energy from Liverpool that justifies the selection from Arnold to leave them all at home. And I thought we did that. It was always going to be an attritional game, and Bournemouth were always going to come out of the blocks fast. But I thought we matched them better in the first half than we have in previous games this season. And we didn't have to wait for that second half FC thing to kick in. Yeah. And I really loved Arne shouting control, control at the end of the first half when there was 5 minutes of stoppage time added on, and he just wanted Liverpool to protect the ball, do nothing silly and go in at half time with the lead. Little things like that, big difference. And I thought the players listened and executed it very well. Dugout, how are you, mate? Doug, hope you and the family are well. 36 months as a member, mate. Thank you. Hope the little man is doing well as well. And said, statement win that, Craig. You'll never walk alone. It's a big win. It is. You know, we were playing the form team in the Premier League, let's be honest. Whooped Newcastle at St James's Park 4-1. Destroyed Forest 5-0. And we went there and got the job done and kept a clean sheet. So yeah, I'll take that. Stream King said, glad to see you doing okay, bro. You left the video last night with me praying for you. Thank you. I'm going to have to take some more time off over the coming days, mate. Because, as I've said, it's been a tough month for me on a personal level. Nothing anybody else has done, but, you know, it's been tough. Today helps, of course. But I'm going to take tomorrow off live content as well, just to try and get my head straight and make sure that I can be the best version of me when I'm here chatting with you guys. But appreciate you. And you know I'm always going to be honest about how I'm doing. If I'm in a great place, you'll see it. It's written on my face. If I'm not, you know, I can't hide these things either. But appreciate you, man. Thank you for looking out for me. We can get a better player to play in the Szoboszlai position. Right, look, whatever we think about today, right, divides on Szoboszlai. Some people didn't think he was great. Okie dokie. But over the season, I think Szoboszlai's come good, lads. I thought at the start of the season he was coming in for a bit more criticism, but I think Dominic Szoboszlai's been really good energy-wise. His defensive work's been really good. Like, not talking solely today, I mean over the last few months. I think he's done very well. I honestly didn't expect a clean sheet today, said Christian, but glad we did. Robbo was top-notch today, up the Reds. Yeah, glad to see Robbo getting the admiration that he deserves for a good performance today. And I love that people are being fair about that as well, you know. We aren't afraid to criticise a player when he hasn't done it. But I love that people praise when they turn it back around. I think we go for Musiala. Yeah, we ain't getting Musiala, Kevin. Let's be realistic. There's nothing about John W. Henry that screams on bringing Musiala in. Szoboszlai was fantastic. Should have scored, said David. Yeah, it was a good chance. It was a lovely bit of football, by the way, to build up that attack. And the finish, yeah, he probably could have done a little bit better with the finish. Can we talk about Mo's finish, though, for his second goal? I love seeing a player use the defender as the shield to curl the ball around. And that's precisely what Mo did when he got it. Got it onto his left foot. Didn't look to put the laces through too much. Just guided it round Kirkes, past Kepa, and a delicious little finish. Today was big win for us. Everyone played great, said Scotty. Bournemouth is the hardest away game in the Prem, said David. Yeah, it was a difficult one, but we got the job done. Do you know what we've been... I said this earlier, I'll say it again. You know the whole styles make fights thing? Bournemouth's just one of those teams that we seem to come out on the right side of results against and have done very well against over the years. If you look back over the results in recent times, it's been a happy hunting ground for us. But you're right to be coming in today. Look, they deserve credit. 2-0 is a somewhat flattering scoreline, in my opinion, to us. It probably played out more like a 1-0, 1-1 game. But we did our job. Clean sheet, 3 points, and we move on for a game coming up against Spurs now on Thursday, second leg of the League Cup. And hopefully we can turn that around, keep the good vibes going, book a place in Wembley, and then you never know. Let the trophies commence. Tony said, give the team some credit. That was a difficult game. Bournemouth, good team, unbeaten in 11. Yes. And we beat them. Just like I said to everybody last week, when everybody was worrying over the 5-0, understood people were nervous, but we're top of the league for a reason. And we deserve to be there. We didn't accidentally make our way to the top of the league. We deserve to be there. And again, if I'm an opposition fan, if I'm an Arsenal fan or a City fan or whatever looking at that game today, I'm thinking this is one that Liverpool could drop points in. So it's going to hurt. It's going to sting. And we've been on the other side of that. How many times over the years have we watched City and thought, just slip up, just a draw, anything. And then Company sticks one in top corner or... So yeah, it's nice to be on the other side of the pain at the moment. And long may that continue. So, ladies and gentlemen, keep your thoughts coming in. If you can't, drop a like on the stream for us. We're up to 761. We're closing in on that 1,000 mark, which means a lot to me, so thank you. Again, subscriber-wise, we are now a mere 2,947 away from 300,000. I guess the race is on, so thank you for that as well. Having a lamb shoulder for dinner. Oh, that's a win, Joseph. That's a win, mate. Well played. Right, your Anfield Agenda man of the match. Let's get moving towards this one because it's been a landslide. We're closing in on 4,000 votes cast. If you haven't had your say, still a quick chance to do so. And if you haven't submitted your player ratings, the link is there at the top of the chat, and we'll be recording that video soon, so get a chance to get your ratings in. So far, Mohamed Salah is walking away with this. We've now had 4,000 votes. So Mohamed Salah with 61% of the vote is your Anfield Agenda man of the match. Congratulations to Mo, and well done to everybody on that. A couple of super chats coming in here. Let me just grab them up on screen. Carlos said, hi Craig, hope you and your family are okay. Do you think Mo will sign a new deal? Really hope he does. I hope so, Carlos. Much like yourself and everybody else, I want him, Virgil and Trent all to stay. And I hope he does. You know, he can't do much more on the pitch. So hopefully we can find common ground there and get that deal done. And thank you for the question about the family as well, mate. All good, thank you. To bank holiday weekend as well, so an extra day off for them. Nick said, huge gap at the top and huge pressure on Arsenal, which I'm worried about as Arsenal will just prevent themselves from winning the league. Again, get your party pants on and send out that invite to Kloppo. Love that, Nick. Thank you, bro. Appreciate you. Yeah, we don't know what's the story with the Trent injury yet, by the way. I'm hoping it was like the last time. Remember he said he felt something and went down before it became something bigger. So hopefully it's a similar situation where maybe he felt something and just decided to go down to make sure he didn't make it any worse. I don't know, but I'm sure we'll hear on that one soon. What's this one here from Dave? We had to be on the top of our abilities, said Arna after the game. We needed a little bit of luck. They hit the post twice. I didn't think we controlled the game. It was an open game. It was an open game. He's right. It was. But we got the job done. And look, I agree with what the manager said. They had plenty of chances in that game, and they certainly made it a difficult afternoon for us. Adrian said, please show Arna where the money is. Look, for me, man, if you get the contracts tied up, roll on into... The window's closing on Monday. We're not getting that in now, let's be realistic, unless something dramatic happens. So get the contract sorted out. Get Spurs sorted out on Thursday. Keep the good vibes going. Go into the summer and strategically and ruthlessly go out into the market and get those players that they need in. 1 or 2. Doesn't need to be wholesale. Maybe 3 at a push. Get them done. Build on what is already a great squad. And then go next season and attack it and see what it brings. Because this season is shaping up rather nicely. Big sigh of relief though. I'll watch this game back now and I'll never understand how we managed to keep that clean sheet. But I'm very grateful for it. Bring in Kirkes, said Haris. How's Lucas enjoying teen life? Getting all the ladies, I bet. Teen life, he's adjusting to it, yeah. He's adjusting to it. Small little things, but I'm so proud of him. You know, watching him grow up and watching him. He's so... What's the word I'm looking for? he's so focused as a young man. He's just, I don't know, I'm so proud of him. 13 now, my daughter turning 21 this year as well. Yeah, I'm getting old, folks. I'm getting old. Salah will make top 4 all time this season, said Richard. When will the player ratings Google form be released? It's pinned to the top of the chat there now, mate. It's been there since the start of the stream. Right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to go record the player ratings. Thank you to everyone that came in for the watch along. Thank you. Oh, a few more quotes actually. Let me get some more in. Arne Slot said, exactly the game we expected. They're so intense. They keep running every second. I said before the game, when we were 3-0 up at Anfield at halftime, they kept on running, and they certainly did that again today. Speaking about Mohamed Salah's second goal, he said maybe that goal was the difference between the two teams. It was not an easy chance. He puts it into the net, but it shows you how much quality he has and how much he can help. Yes, absolutely that, Arne. And it was a great goal from Mohamed Salah as well. So look, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for everything again today. Appreciate all your support. Do drop a like for me before you head off to get us up to 1,000 likes. We're only 120 away. And keep an eye out for a news video coming out later on this evening, as well as, of course, the player ratings video, which will be out before 6 o'clock, hopefully. Appreciate you. Enjoy the rest of your Saturday night. And I won't be live tomorrow. I'm going to keep taking a day off to get a breather in. But we will have content coming out as always. And we'll catch up with you guys very, very soon. Monday's transfer deadline day, so I will be live streaming that day. But thank you so much for your support of the channel, for me, for the team, of course, as well. Thank you to our sponsors, Manscaped. A reminder, you can get yourself 20% off and free shipping store-wide at manscaped.com with our discount code Anfield20. And much love. The Reds are top of the league. 2-0 victory today, and we move on to the League Cup semi-final second leg against Spurs on Thursday. Much love, my friends.